going to be a super relaxed video on how to get you to sleep. So these poses are kind of taken from yin and restorative style practices, but the poses I'm going to specifically go over are going to help you sleep. So this is sometimes a practice that I do right before bed, help me kind of wind down, or sometimes if I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm just wide awake and I'm like, why? It's 2 a.m., why can't I sleep? Then I'll kind of bust into some of these moves, help me calm back down, help me get back to comfort. So obviously, as you can see, I'm in my bed. It's unmade. I don't care. I have my cat over here. I have my dog over here. This is just real life. So I advise that you do the same practice in your bed, especially if you're trying to get to sleep. It's going to help you when you're done. You just close your eyes and here you are. So go ahead and grab a few pillows for support, and then we can go ahead and get started. Starting off in a comfortable seat, just close the eyes as you begin with a little bit of meditation. Now personally, when I meditate, the goal here is just to get rid of any distractions, any thoughts, as my focus remains just staying on the breath. So as I invite you to have that same focus, just listening to that beautiful inhale and exhale as you start to release any tensions from your day. Start to release any distractions from your day. So you just listen to that rhythm, allowing it to kind of prepare you to get a little further into relaxation. With each exhale, you find the body being a little less distracted, a little less uncomfortable. Allowing yourself to truly just listen to that breath. Allow yourself to feel it flowing in and out through the body. Keeping your awareness with that beautiful breath going. Just going to start to add on some gentle movement with the breath, but allowing the breath to be your focus more so than the movement. So think of that rhythm being more important. Take a big inhale as you sweep the arms up over the head, sit up super tall. Exhale out of the mouth with a ha sound as you drop the hands back to the knees. You're pushing out all that air. Inhale, sweep the arms back up over the head. Fill the lungs, sit up as tall as you can. Exhale out of the mouth with that ha breath. Push the air out. Slowly walking the hands back up towards the roof, reaching with all 10 fingertips. Go ahead and bring the hands to the elbows, just allowing yourself to softly sway side to side, getting out any last minute uncomfortable things that might be bothering you here in the side body. Maybe a little sway side to side. Releasing the hands down. Go ahead and softly walk the hands forward, maybe coming down to the forearms if that's in your range of motion. If it's not, don't worry. Just walk the hands down as far as you can, allowing the head to melt. The idea here is for the body to be comfortable, keeping those legs crossed, getting a little bit of a stretch through the hips before you go to bed this evening. Giving the body one last chance. Slowly come back up to a seat. Bring the opposite heel in front. And once again, you're going to walk the hands forward. This time we're going to focus on the opposite hip being stretched. So whatever foot is in front, that's what leg is going to get a little bit more attention. But remember here, your breath is the focus, more so than a strenuous stretch. Just allow yourself to melt forward, taking your time. Softly sitting back up. Allowing yourself to come out of the cross-legged seat, grabbing one of those pillows or two as a prop. And allowing yourself to bring the knees to the outside edges of the pillow. Let the hips sit back at the heels. And you're going to walk the torso and the hands over the pillow. Thinking of this almost like a child's pose, but just with a little bit more support. Allowing yourself to close the eyes once you've gotten into a comfortable spot. Allow the hands just to drape down to the sides of the body. Softly coming out of that extended child's pose, allowing yourself to work into a pigeon leg pose, sending one leg to the bottom of your bed, taking a deep bend in the other knee. Once again, allowing the head to fall to either direction, whatever's more comfortable, hands still relaxed down at the side. Use these pillows as a block to make this more about relaxing, less about stretching. When you're ready, slowly trading to the other side, so you send the opposite foot down to the top of your bed, maybe allowing the head to fall to the other side, getting just a little bit more comfortable on this side. Remember, this is about comfort, more so it is a deep stretch. So if you take this a little bit less intense than you normally would take a pigeon pose, that is totally fine here. Allow the upper half of the body just to melt onto the pillow. Slowly starting to come out of this supported pigeon pose. For this next pose, you can use one pillow if you want. It's not totally needed. Give me just a moment here while I adjust my cat, because of course he was laying right where I need to be. So our next pose is legs up a wall. The pillow can be propped underneath the hips for a little extra support, but like I said, it's not totally needed. The idea is to have a physical wall that you can stretch the legs up towards to get some pressure off of the hamstrings. You keep the legs relatively straight, but of course if you have to take a gentle bend in the knees, that's alright. Allowing the hands to relax to the heart, to the belly, or perhaps just down to the sides of the body. You allow this pose to release any unwanted tension that might be in the feet or the legs from the day. You allow yourself to keep breathing, sending prana, sending energy through the areas of the body that maybe need some more attention. Go ahead and cross the right knee, setting the outside ankle on the top left thigh, almost as if you were just in a chair crossing the legs. Now working into a different variation here in legs up a wall pose. Allowing yourself to still keep breathing, still focus on that breath. Changing to the other side if you've not yet already done so, to get that same stretch through the opposite side, bringing a new element into your legs up a wall pose. Slowly straightening both legs back out, 2 legs up a wall. Allowing yourself to bend both knees into the chest, or knees to chest pose, giving them a good squeeze. Then go ahead and fall to the side in the fetal position. As you round in your spine, allow the face to fall towards your thighs. Softly allowing yourself to release out of that fetal position on the side. As you bring some pillows back for a prop up by the head of your bed. I personally am going to use 2 pillows to set my upper back and my neck and my head on for a little support. Once you're there and you've laid down, you're going to bend the knees, bring the feet wide, and knock the knees together. Let the inner thighs touch. Now you can choose here to either bring the hands to the side or maybe one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Whatever allows you to relax deeper. As you soften the gaze and the eyes or close them if you've not yet already done so. Allowing yourself to feel present here in this moment, in this pose. Allow the legs to release of any tension from the day. The knees stay bent, the feet and the hips fall heavy into the ground. Taking turns, just bending one knee now, pulling it into the chest. Giving it a big squeeze and then drawing it over to the opposite side of the body when you're ready. Coming into supine spinal twist. allowing the head to look the opposite direction than the knee bent. Softly bringing the hip back to the earth. Go ahead and exchange out the legs. So now the opposite knee bends. Give it a good pull into the upper body first. Maybe rock it a little side to side if that feels good. And at your own time, softly bring that knee over to the opposite body. Let the head look the opposite way from before. You keep the breath there, but just see if you can slow down the rhythm. With each exhale, you feel the belly pull into the spine, allowing that leg to fall over a little bit heavier. Slowly releasing. Well, from here I'm going to adjust my pillows so that they're the long ways so that I can relax my entire back onto the pillows, and then I'm going to set some extra pillows to the sides of my body. But of course, if you do not have this many pillows on hand, it's totally fine. You can do this without the props. I'm going to rest my back onto these vertical pillows, relax the hands down at the side, bring the soles of the feet together and drop the knees down for a butterfly position. So allowing the torso to melt into the pillows and also allowing the outer thighs to melt into the pillows down by the legs. As you allow this supported reclined butterfly pose to continue to release any tension from your day, anything through the body, whether it's physically or mentally, anything that's not serving you. Just allow this pose to release that, to slow things down.